Yeah, this middle one's like I can get Coach Dave here. Folks, we're going to start with Seth McLaughlin here in the middle.
Yo.
Hey, let me put you on the third one.
Yeah, is that one over there?
Yeah.
Don't go back there, Mike. We'll see you. Jack, come back in like 10 minutes. Yeah, right now.
Yeah. Hey, Coach, how you doing? Hey, no, come here, Noah. Hey, Emeka.
Yeah, I know. That's a lot of fun.
No, we're not doing it. We're not doing it for it. I got everybody wanting to do it, and I can't just give it to 2 or 3. So we're just dialing things back.
You got your charger.
That's not fair.
I like to think I played with a few other people. I think I know a little bit about football. And some of the stuff that we do in general, I'm really good. I've never seen it. So it's a lot of fun. I think we'll do a little bit of job of teaching what exactly we want to these guys. So it's not hard. I mean, we've got ways to guys and then
Yeah, you're actually right there. You're actually right there. Here, a couple more minutes.
Yeah, he's going to do the military first. Clay's with WBNS. They paid money to get this pregame interview.
That's hilarious. It's interesting. Good call on that.
No, I gotta save this for Coach.
Playing 2 guys in life this year. We just play Tim, Dom, Grant Foster. Great. I think they say it. I'll say it. I'll tell it. As long as I don't say it when the camera's rolling, because then my YouTube comments would get mad at me. Yeah. Tell me I need to. I call them the 41 years back as a term of endearment, and they get mad at me and tell me I need to. And then respect my elders. Jack. And then pride. Just people get mad about it. Correct. Jerry, who are we getting today?
No one.
Nobody.
Devin, JT, Seth, G, Carnell, Jack.
You say James Peoples there now?
Nope, we're not getting James.
Hey, is it going to be a few more minutes for Coach Scott?
No, I looked up his team the whole time. Yeah, we'll take a shot and everyone see that.
Just like the other. That's everybody's going to get. I mean, I want that's one-on-one, right?
Yeah. For selfish reasons. I think I'm right, but that's not a good example.
Thanks, Coach. All right, folks, we have Coach Day at the 20 here. Back behind the hash marks, please. We're going to open up this lightning round. Bill Landis, Kings of the North, and the podcast.
Ryan, I know you've spent a lot of time with your career, and you know, obviously been around football a long time. But does he ever throw stuff up on the board where you're wondering where he got that from, and whether or not it's worth trying?
Oh yeah. But I think that's where some great ideas come from. You know, is you throw things out there, and some things stick, and then other things you just got to move on from. But I think that's all healthy, and I think, but that's the part you got to really do a good job of, is figuring out what are the things that are good change ups that can give us something, and what are the things that can get too watered down, and then before you know it, we're having a hard time executing things. So that's the constant conversation, and we're always trying to chase that on offense. But we're not short on ideas and creativity, and that's a good thing.
Tim May, let him in a row.
Ryan, kind of touched on this a little bit yesterday, but what was that moment when you decided this year you're going to kind of let it all hang out to a certain extent? I mean, going for it on fourth down situations and things like that. Is it, like you said, it's because you've got a talented team, you don't want to waste it? I mean, what is just sort of behind it?
No, every decision that's made is made based on winning the game, and so, we're going to do that. And that's it, and you do everything you can to make sure you're putting your guys in the best position to win the game based on all the different criteria that are in play. That's it, and, I don't know what else to say. There's certain times where, you go for it and you make it, and it's a great decision. You go for it, it doesn't work out, it's a bad decision. That's kind of how it goes. And I see that happen across the board, but, we do want to be aggressive and put our guys in a situation to go win games and make sure we're attacking and have that mindset.
Payoff makes it worth it, right? I mean, is that
yeah.
when you're successful?
Yeah, that's exactly right. But, and that's, our guys, we work hard on those situations, and I think, it's our job to make sure, everyone in the program knows, in this certain situation, we got to be ready for this. Here's the play that we're going to run, here's what we can expect. And then we got to go execute it. But it ends up coming down to the guys on the field, and then whether they execute it or not. And they're the ones that deserve all the credit.
Kellyanne Stitz, WSYX.
Yeah, a veteran quarterback who has played a lot of football. So, coming into an environment like this is something he's used to. And he's playing good football right now and made some really good throws this year. So, a veteran quarterback, can go a long way in this conference, especially on the road.
Whitney Harding, WCMH.
Yeah, we expect him to play.
Bill Rabinowitz, Columbus Dispatch.
There's more good players in Ohio than you can possibly recruit. Caleb Johnson, one of the guys who didn't recruit. Can you explain why? And did you see his comments, thoughts on, he said basically, I'm glad they didn't recruit me. I just want to be.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't see any of those. But I followed his career and he's done great. He's developed into a really, really good football player, and we always want to recruit Ohio players, and so we certainly love to see Ohio players do well. We don't like it when we're playing against them for sure, but that we can't sign everybody, and we're proud of guys that leave the state and do well. So he's done a great job as a running back, and he's playing really good football right now.
Dan Hope, 11 Warriors.
Ryan, with Devin, how do you think that throwing that touchdown pass last week can be something for him to do?
No, I think it's a confidence thing, and we talk about confidence all the time. Like what is real confidence? There's fake confidence and then there's real confidence. Real confidence means you've actually done it. You look somebody in the eye and I'm gonna go do it again. And so when you actually physically do it, I think it builds real confidence in you. And so it's hard to do that unless you've actually put it on the field. So for him to step up in that moment in a big spot, not only was it a 2-minute drill, but it was also in the red zone at the end of the half. 2 big situations to win right there. And so, it's got to give him a little bit of juice this week. I feel like it has. I think he's had a good week of practice.
Stefan Kreisnick, Cleveland.com.
We're just talking about kind of the things that Chip Kelly will bring into the offenses and just kind of how his offense has evolved overall. How do you feel Ryan Day, the quarterback, would fit into 2024 Chip Kelly's offense?
Well, I think the thing that Chip would tell you is, when you say offense, like his offense or the offenses that he's been in or our offense or anybody's offense, what is somebody's offense? It's putting our players in the best position to be successful. What does that look like? This year it looks different than maybe it did when he was at UCLA, when he was at Oregon, when he was in Philly, when every year it changes. Just making the adjustments to put the guys in the right position based on who you have, and that's really what we're trying to do constantly. So when you say the offense now, I wouldn't be playing at Ohio State, so I don't know how to answer that part of it.
Austin Ward, the podcast.
It feels like Travion is better across the board, all around as a back. Is there a part of his game that you think he has particularly improved this year in the first 4 games?
I think we all can see the pass protection has been really a strong point, and I feel like we're running downhill as a group. Stronger and hitting things, even the trap that we hit. I mean, we hit that the other day and it came out the back end, and so playing a little bit more discernment across the board, a little more confidence, but that's got to continue against a really good defense this week.
Spencer Holbrook, Letterman Row.
I know Ty was in there the last 2 weeks, but without Ty, do you feel now getting Tyler back that there was something leadership-wise missing from that defensive line? Rotation there, and now getting Ty back. What does that mean for you guys? Not just on the field, but leadership.
Tyleek's a great player, but like you said, he's a leader, and there's a lot of communication there. One thing about Tyleek, he's got a very, very high football IQ, and so there were times where we did miss him, but it was good to see other guys step up too. And we need to continue to see that. But there's no question that he's a very, very strong player, makes a lot of plays, but also has leadership. He's been in the program for a while and, has strong relationships with everybody on the team, but in particular, the guys up front, and helps in that part of it for sure. So good to have him back this week.
Dave Biddle, 24/7 Sports.
Back to running backs for a second, Ryan. How much of that is the influence of Carlos Lawton? I'm not asking you to disparage the previous running backs coach, but how much is that influence of Carlos Lawton?
He works hard at it. You can feel him. You can actually hear him before you see him. He's got a lot of energy, and he wants that room to reflect who he is as a person. He said that the minute he got in here when he first talked to the team, And but it isn't just the running backs. He has an impact on a lot of guys on this team. And there's an energy, there's a toughness, there's a mindset that he likes to bring. And, it's been contagious.
And final question, Dave Biddle. No, my bad. Cam Teague Robinson, The Athletic.
Brian, obviously second in the country rushing, but he's third in the country in yards after the tackle. What kind of challenge would that pose for you? Like that, just get 6 yards, get him a few times.
Yeah, he's running hard and like you said, breaking tackles. And so, you gotta do a good job in practice of thudding people up and making sure that there's an extra emphasis on that. And then you got to run to the ball and get multiple people to the ball. But the guys who, are right at the point of attack got to do a great job wrapping up and run their feet and be strong and be powerful and be, really decisive and getting them on the ground. But we know the challenge. He's a very good back. And so, we got to prepare at a high level. And I feel like the last 2 days, we've got everybody's attention. And so now we got to go put it on the field.
Good. One more question. Joey
Yep.
Kaufman, Columbus Dispatch.
Ryan, you guys are past the 4-game mark now. Have you made any decisions for anybody, whether to redshirt or anybody told you that they wish to redshirt this year?
No. I don't have the sheet in front of me right now, so I won't be super accurate with that. I can probably get it to you on Tuesday. So we'll make sure we bring that up. The guys who have played 4 games, but the guys that we feel like are going to play, for the rest of the season, and we're going to need for the rest of the season. We'll keep playing those guys in games. The ones that we're not sure of, unless we need them, we'll hold off on that. But there are conversations this week about that.
Great, Coach. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Thank you, Michael.
Hey, awesome.
pretty fired up. You know, to go out there and
Gee, it seems like not just the tight ends, but the receivers, really the entire offense in terms of perimeter blocking is taking a step forward the first month of the season compared to last year. Do you agree with that assessment, and why do you think that is?
Yeah, I think we take pride in that. It's something that we worked all off season, something that we worked going back to spring ball, and then a little bit of off season with the OTAs, and then in fall camp we worked that, and so we take a lot of pride in blocking on the perimeter. Anywhere we're blocking, we take pride in it. It's not a joke, and so I think when you take that mindset to practice, showing up on Saturdays and doing that is just a result. Is what you're going to get as a result.
What is it about Pat and Michigan State that breaks the touchdown playmaker?
Oh, it's nothing about that, man. It's being at the right place at the right time. Coach is calling a good play and just doing my job and making the play when my number's called. That's it. Yeah, it's great. It's great to be rewarded, but ultimately, like, my thing is I want to be able to be the teammate that's able to help in any kind of way. I was just telling some of my teammates outside just now how sometimes when some of the lead blocks that lead for a touchdown, sometimes those feel good, just as good as a touchdown. Even be able to be a servant for your teammates as well. So it's just all about winning, and we want to hoist a trophy at the end. So that's what it's about.
how much progress have you seen from yourself from that?
I mean, I see, progress for myself and everyone who's willing to show up every day and put everything into practice. Just like anything else, anyone who's willing to show up every day and work their tail off, they're going to continuously get better. It's not like it's a marginal jump, but I just see every day as a drop in the bucket. I mean, I kind of talk about that all the time. It's just like it's another drop in the bucket. I'm just one drop in the bucket better than I was yesterday, and so I'll continue to be so. So hopefully, I'm even better tomorrow, just leading up to Saturday, and just continue to be the best version of myself.
You speak about the camaraderie with all the weapons on this offense, just how we keep hearing Trevion and Keyshawn, how they're just rooting for each other when we ask them a question about their own score.
Yeah.
Mentioning you like to be a servant for your teammates and things like that. So just speaking on how you guys are all bought in.
Yeah.
And you're just really like rooting for each other. You're all getting your scores.
Yeah, I think we just all have a common mission. We all just want to win. There's a lot of unselfishness on our team. We all just want to win badly, and we trust our coaches. We trust our coaches that they're going to put us in good situations and good positions to be in to ultimately execute at the highest level. And we have faith in that. So no matter who's scoring, where we're scoring, who gets the touchdown, however it looks, we ultimately just want to be successful as a team. We work really hard, and we're just proud to be winning. Yeah, I mean, that kind of goes back to just what I was saying. It's everybody. We call it competitive excellence, making the play when your number's called. It doesn't matter where you are or where you at. When your number's called, will you make the play? And so Devin came out and he made the play when his number was called. And so he was competitively excellent.
What's it like kind of learning some of the new things that Chip likes to install? And I guess how exciting is it to get it here called in a game?
Yeah, no, he's very smart at, he's very good at what he does. And so it ultimately just gives us confidence to just go out there and play fast. I don't have to think too much. I know my assignment, and I just go out and I just do my job. And so that takes some weight off of the players when we're able to be confident in our coaching staff and just be able to go out and play relentless and play fast and just dominate.
You're a leader of this tight end room. Is there some pride in the fact that there's 4 or 5 of you guys playing every game?
Yeah, and pride in what way? Just like
you guys are rotating in. I mean, sometimes it's just 1 or 2 guys for a season that you see a tight end, maybe 3, but you guys have 4 or 5.
Yeah, I'd say, again, we all have the common goal or the common mission. We all come together with one mission. We want to win football games as brothers. So no matter how that looks, we want the best 11 guys to roll out on the field and play as fast as they can to help contribute to the team. So however that looks. So if that means we got to go 1 tight end deep, we got to go 1 tight end deep. If that means we got to go 4 tight ends deep, if we got to rotate the whole room, we'll do so. It's just whatever it takes to win. That's our job, and ultimately to bust our tail at practice, leading up to it every single week, to show up weekly and work hard. And so we get there on Saturday, we're ready to roll. So however that looks, we're going to do it.
What are some challenges that the Iowa defense brings for you guys?
They're tough. They're physical. And they're very gap sound. I think they do good job at what they do. But those are all the traits that we have. We want to be tough. We want to be physical, and I think that's our game as well. So this will be a test to see where we are at this point in the season. This is the games that we kind of come here for, these physical matchups. And so we'll see where we are on Saturday after the game. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I love it. Like just the feeling I get, just knowing like they think they're coming in here, like they're ready. They want to come after us, and I'm just like, I'm here, I'm ready. Like, you know, and so that I'm excited. We respect them as our opponent, but you know, we're here to get after them.
Anything else for G?
Gee, the other night, was it a surprise to you?
You had to embrace that like physicality.
Yeah.
See the physicality from receivers from running out of slow run, receivers from running back, everybody embracing that this year and being so physical. What is that like for you to see everybody embrace?
Yeah, I mean, I think it starts from the top down, from Coach Day emphasizing that this team's going to be built on toughness, and that's where it starts. And from the beginning of time, all the way back to spring ball and summer and camp, the emphasis of this team has been toughness, and so that's what we're going to show up every day and do is be tough. And I think we've done a great job of doing so.
Go ahead.
What you got?
Did it come as a surprise to you how much you were in the pass game the other night? Is it always a surprise when you catch more than one pass?
Yeah.
Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
That's the last question right here.
I mean, no, not really. I mean, you just again, like I said earlier, my job is to show up, be where I'm at the right time, and just trust that the offense is going to flow the way it's supposed to flow. We have systems in place to like wherever the ball is supposed to go, that's where the ball is going to go. So if there's a day that they're covering here, it's going to go here. If there's a day that they're covering this, we're going to run the ball. Like that goes back to the trust in our coaching staff that they're going to put the ball where it needs to be, and it's just our job to go out there and play fast and dominate and win football games.
All right, G. Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
How you doing? Good. Yeah, great. Bless, man. Bless. Hurting another way. Oh no, I'm good. I'm glad I remember talking about that. You still in yours? Radio show. Get out of here. Yeah. There you go. This is really actually my last tray. I need to go. Yeah, thank you. I need to go make an appointment to go get checked out. I mean, I had an appointment a minute ago. I'm literally done. I don't have anything else. I need to go figure out if they want to.